We're joined with Black Hills State football head coach Josh Breske. Coach, why don't you kind of just take us back? Last Thursday night, a tough loss to a really good Sioux Falls team. Just kind of tell us your thoughts as far as how that game went last week.
Yeah, I think overall as a team we played a pretty hard-fought game. We executed for the most part, probably at a B+ type grade. Unfortunately, B+ gets you beat when you're playing a really good team like Sioux Falls. Offensively, we came out slow and we finished slow. We were pretty decent in the second and third quarters where we found our 21 points, but going scoreless in the first and fourth quarter just did not bode well for this team. Came out with a loss, 6-point loss, like I said, to Sioux Falls. Thought the defense flew around and tackled really well. I was most proud about. Usually the first game out, you see a lot of poor tackling, tough to get pressure on the quarterbacks, but we came up with 2 sacks and I feel like we flew around and tackled really, really well, so I was proud to see that.
So in last week's game, offensively, TJ Chakwera, he really kind of showed out in his return to the field. What can you kind of tell us about how important it was having him back on the field at that wide receiver position?
Absolutely. TJ brings a lot of confidence to this football team. Gives us confidence as coaches to put him in one-on-one situations. Gives his teammates confidence to know that they can put the ball up in the air and he'll go get it. Also, I mean, TJ's a tremendous blocker, and a lot of that obviously goes unseen and doesn't show up in the stat lines, but gosh, he did a great job. Had a really, really strong overall game, and yeah, frankly, we missed his presence last year. I want to say he was second in the nation in yards per catch coming out of the 23 season, missed the 24 season, so it's great to have TJ back, and I think we all saw what he's capable of on any given Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. So entering the season, I believe it was the offensive line and also like on the defense, you had kind of the defensive backs as far as position areas, as far as question marks go. The offensive line didn't allow a single sack last week. What can you kind of tell us about those position groups after one game?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, we signed a lot of guys in that position group, offensive line-wise, and so we had some options, and we're able to set up some competition for those starting spots, and those guys competed really well through summer and through fall camp. And so when we finished fall camp, it was pretty clear and evident that our best 5 included a true freshman, included a redshirt sophomore who had never played. We needed to find a way to move Ray Penniman out to tackle so we could get another guard who's really good on the field. And felt like that was our best matchup, our best combination to have those 5 guys, Jason Rouse, Jace Wheeler, Adrian Rabin, Capono Mao, and then Ray Penniman at right tackle. So yeah, we're not prototypical in size, that's for sure. Rouse on the left side looks prototypical. He's a 6'5", 300-pound kid, and then we just kind of taper off and we got a bunch of short, squatty guys that are really strong and fast. So really, really proud of those guys. The other question mark we had was, how is our new set of defensive backs going to gel? How are we going to support the second and the first level of our defense? And dude, those guys showed out. I was really, really glad to see how ingrained they were with our systems and our calls and our checks. And there just wasn't huge coverage breakdowns like we've seen with our team in the past. And so, shout out to Coach Joe Sturdivant for getting those guys coached up. Coach Jordan Brown, our defensive coordinator, for finding those transfers and getting the right lineup out there.
Awesome. And so final question here. So this week, another big challenge with going to D2 Power, Grand Valley State. What can you kind of tell us? Thoughts going into the matchup, areas of strengths to kind of watch as far as the Lakers prove and the Jackets going against it?
Absolutely. I mean, we played a really good Sioux Falls team this past week. I think Grand Valley State's even more talented than that team. They're going to be a little bit bigger than that team. I think they'll be a little bit deeper. They have great access to transfer portal guys. They're in a great neck of the woods in Michigan where they can get a lot of really, really strong D2 to low FCS type players. They've got some FBS guys on their roster as well. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, they're the winningest D2 program in college football. And in order to go up there and steal a win from their place, we're going to have to play dang near perfect. We're going to have to go out there and execute our stuff to a T. My message to the guys this week was Let's embrace the hostile environment. Let's enjoy playing in front of tens of thousands of fans out there. And then the second message is we have to out-physical this team, right? I don't think that they are going to change their schemes or try to dial things up against us specifically. They're going to run their defense, they're going to run their offense, and it's going to be up to our guys to see if we can match and exceed that physicality for 4 quarters.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks. Go Jackets.